It's all because of you. Matter of fact, because of you, my standard of living has gone up because of you.
Hey, this is Jon Pimentel with Matt Smith Real Estate Group. I'm a buyer's agent here with the team. And I have Richard Russel here with us. I've known Richard for about 20 years now.
Close to it.
We used to work together at a prior job to me being a real estate agent. And just wanted to give you kind of a backstory on how we were able to help Richard here at Matt Smith Real Estate Group. So Richard came by our office here at Matt Smith Real Estate Group to take a visit with me. And while he was here, I brought up the fact of maybe selling his home. And I'll let Richard share that story on how that all started.
Well, it started when I came up here to see where you worked and if you were still around, because I hadn't seen you in such a long time. And we had so much fun at the prior job we worked at. So then you threw that thing out about selling my house. Selling my house for what? I like it here. I said, no, I think if I put some numbers together, you'll be quite interested. So we started talking back and forth, and I've always wanted a conventional home. And you said you could get it done. We went through some steps, and every time you took one step forward, you took another step forward, and before I knew it, you said it's done. The biggest reason was I was going from a mobile home to a conventional home, which I've always wanted. And then everything went just like you said it would, clockwork, step by step by step. You had Tina involved to look at the house I was selling, and the only main problem we had was I had to come in here and sit down with you, if you remember, and go through some special paperwork, because the military power of attorney I had wasn't good enough to purchase a home. So I had to go through that with you and the paperwork and go to court and get the judge approved and all that. And so that power of attorney, to my surprise, had more weight than a military power of attorney. So once we got through that, everything just went like clockwork, smooth. I'm out there, I'm loving it. It's all because of you. Matter of fact, because of you, my standard of living has gone up because of you.
Tell us a little more about that.
Well, I'm comfortable to be able to pay my bills and know if certain bills go up for whatever reason, like this ridiculous interest rate, I'm still going to be comfortable. And that's a big thing to me.
So did you make money on the sale of your home?
Oh, yes, I made money.
How did that look?
Well, when Tina told me what she could sell the old place for, I almost looked at her like she was crazy.
Right.
You going to try to get that much for this? She said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could do it. Now, she didn't get what she said, but she came real close.
Right.
And then what I made off of that and how little it cost me because I got my VA loan pre-approved because of you and Debbie Cobb, I was going to make extra money. So I went down a little bit from the moving and getting stuff turned on, which you helped me with, is where the locations of the places were. But once everything was done, I made money. And then by me and you being so close friends, I think we did more talking stuff to each other and laughing about stuff than we got real work done. But
all the time.
That major thing with the power of attorney, I think was good for me to get it done, but it also gave you the experience. So if you ever ran into that again, you already got it covered. And when you have to do that, you're always gonna think of my crazy self.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So Richard, what was one of your favorite moments through the process of buying a home?
Realizing I was gonna get the home. The steps were easy, but my favorite part was working with you that I've known for so many years before that. And it made it so much easier.
Right.
So I mean, if I had to work with a stranger, someone I had just met, I would have been kind of leery throughout the whole time. Right. But anytime that before you took this job, we worked together, anything you told me, it happened. And I mean, you've always said, would you be interested? Would you be interested? Just like when you took me fishing.
Right.
You wanna go fishing? Yeah, I'll go fishing with you. Okay, what time do you need to be at your house? 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
Yeah, in the morning. I said, the fish ain't going nowhere, it's in a lake.
Riding down the lake.
Riding down the lake with one little light up there and 30, 40 miles an hour. I was like, what's your hurry? The fish ain't going nowhere. But yeah, that's what made it the whole thing overall, the best part of it, working with you.
And I got a guy.
You always got a guy.
If you ever need something, I got a guy.
You always got a guy. Oh my goodness, you got more guys than the world got problems.
So one of my favorite things about this process and Richard buying a home is that he went from a mobile home to a conventional home and is now paying a less monthly payment to be in that home.
It's working great for me. In the mobile home, of course, I had the house payment at a kind of a high interest rate. I had to pay separate house insurance, and there was and separate property tax. With the conventional home, it's all in one. It's all in one, and the property tax takes care of itself because it's included in the payment, along with the house insurance. So basically, all I have to pay as far as my property tax is on my vehicles. But all that's in one, it put more money in my pocket, and I'm secured, and I got an excellent interest rate thanks to Debbie Cobb.
Right. Yeah, you bought it at the perfect time before interest rates took a hike.
Yeah, and I noticed that. It's like times after I was already in the house, and I talked to you, you know, about once or twice a month,
Yeah.
and you told me that I bought the house at the right time. And so I always see the homes on the internet and stuff, and I compared what I looked at when you first brought it up to me to what I looked at now. It's like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And another thing, that mobile home was never going to increase in value.
Right.
Never. It was all going to go down.
Yep.
And I had almost 3 acres it sat on. But it still was no place going to hold the value that house out there holds on 1 acre.
Absolutely.
So I mean,
Absolutely.
everything is just perfect. I don't know what else I could have been better. And when I first looked at the house, it has got all the amenities that I would want if I was to sit down with a contractor and maybe not have the same design, but everything that I would want, it already has it.
Awesome.
So I mean, there's nothing for me to complain about other than the ridiculous interest rates that they're charging on stuff now.
Well, Richard, I really appreciate you sitting down with us today and sharing your story. It's been a pleasure working with you and being a friend for so long. You know, it's always great being around you. You know,
Same
it's a
here from you
pleasure.
too, man. You're just so easy to get along with, man. I mean, you just make life easier doing this and at the previous job we worked at. With all the floors you had me painting.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
And any of you watching, I'm a buyer's agent here at Matt Smith Real Estate Group, and if you're in the market to buy or sell, give me a call, send me a message. We'll be glad to take care of you.